Unhinged with Ian and M. Melly.
There it is. I'm glad. Why do you hate your name so much?
Listen, I just don't feel like I look like an Emily. I feel like Emily.
I think you do since I know you and I know your name's Emily. So when I picture Emily, I picture you.
Bud, you thought my name was Erica.
Yeah, because I didn't know your name. So I took a stab at it.
To be fair, I think we all hate our first names.
Yeah. I mean,
I think we've all
Ian's
expressed
a tough first name.
Have we even said my first name?
No, you said we weren't allowed.
Yeah, you said no to first names.
You said either Edwards or Jay, which I refuse to do.
Okay, my real name is Jaden.
Gaden Spedwards, baby. Thanks for letting me get that out there.
I hate it.
Jaden.
I like the name Jaden. I like it.
Yeah,
I love
you, Mom, your name,
but
I like the name Ian also.
I don't. It's
poor taste in names.
It's a bit too Irish.
Jeremy?
No, it's the worst. I have the worst name here.
I wouldn't say you have the worst name here. You have the most basic name here.
Oh, basic?
Yeah.
No, Emily.
Well, for a guy.
Oh.
Between Ian, Jaden, and Jeremy. I know 100 dudes named Jeremy. I know fucking one other dude named Ian. And he's Indian, and he likes soccer. We met through Facebook because I searched Ian McConnell.
I only know females with my name.
I know.
Do you deal with that?
No,
because I do.
I've never heard of a female named Ian. It's even spelled the same way as yours. Most guys I know named Jaden don't have the extra letter in it.
I feel like when I send someone a friend
request,
sounds like me.
They have to like scroll through my pictures to see is it the girl or the guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that threw me off was your YouTube name.
Oh,
J-O-A!
That shit threw me for a loop
I
when I figured out it was the first three letters.
J, like it spells out my name.
Yeah, it spells out his name if you say it as three separate things.
It was poor.
J-O-A.
Poor
J.
taste.
It's J.
That's what everyone said.
J-A-Y, and then the middle is A.
You gotta keep it simple.
It was pretty sick though. That shit blew my mind.
Okay, I didn't get that. I just figured you were going like J-O-A.
No.
So I was like J-O-I. So I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna start calling him that.
Emily is a pretty basic name for a girl.
I just personally don't feel like I'm basic. Some personalities.
It depends on what day.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
Because there's some days you're basic. You're like, oh my god, I had to get my Dunkin' and get my nails done today. And then the next day you're like, I crushed a coconut with my head while listening to fucking death metal.
Okay, so I personally just don't feel like I don't connect with my name. I hate the name Emily. I feel like I would connect better if my name was like Priscilla or like Francesca.
Have you ever asked your mom like the other name she was considering to name you?
Gracie, which probably would have worked.
Ooh. Mine was Jared.
Oh, I like that though.
Yeah.
Oh, Jared McConnell.
And if I was a girl, I was gonna be Abigail.
I feel like that's basic.
That's pretty basic.
Be like, my friends call me Abby.
Yeah. I certainly would have sucked cock for experience. Abby? Hose.
Really?
Yeah. I judge people heavily off their name. Like a Jared, I would think beefhead quarterback of the fucking football team.
Yeah, so like the name Emily, I picture like very like modest, conservative, like complete opposite of me. Like maybe like the girl next door.
Yeah.
Not the prostitute on the corner.
Yeah. It's a lot. Wow. Okay. You think highly of yourself.
I am a high value woman in training.
And is that what we should call prostitutes? High value women in training?
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What about... Okay. What is the most or least moanable name for a guy to have? I think it's Garth. Do you think you could moan the name Garth?
Let's try it.
Are you about to diddle yourself? Say Garth? Oh, you're getting hydrated. Okay. I thought you were like, let me bust out the vibe, just get the moans going real good and slap a Garth in there.
Garth!
You're just yelling Garth. It's impossible.
No, I can moan it.
You just gotta call him Stubbs. Just call him Stud and let it go at that.
I can't wait. How do you moan Stud?
No, don't. You're right. Well, you can at least say Stud sexy. You can't say Garth.
Oh, that was sexy. Be like, Garth. So
Sounds
my
like-
defense,
it's
I
too
can't be
close to
sexy.
girth.
My defense, I can't be sexy. We learned that Emily can't flirt.
Yeah, we did learn you.
I can't flirt.
That's true.
And I can't really moan much of anything.
So you just shut the fuck up? Is that what you do?
Okay, so when I'm like,
That's worse.
so I'm really drunk. So I'm like really drunk and like trying to get on. I'm like dead quiet. I'm like, I just don't forget how to make noises. And then, but like if I'm normal, you know, I'm like the loud bitch, like being thrown off the fucking like wall at that point.
Thrown off the wall?
Like throwing up against the wall, hanging from ceilings. I'm like, daddy. So I.
Oh my lord. Daddy's a bit much for me in the bedroom.
Well, you ain't a daddy.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's why it would be a bit much for me.
Do you like it, Edwards?
No, it's weird.
It is weird.
It's really weird now that I'm a dad.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I might have daddy issues. That is not confirmed nor denied.
No, it's confirmed. But like daddy?
Daddy.
That doesn't do anything.
And like even if someone did the daddy. I can't flirt. I can't be sexy.
No. Are you sure about that?
You think that's good?
I recently, speaking of sexual things that are awesome, unlike Daddy, I saw a Japanese game show, and it's just a guy singing karaoke while he gets jerked off. Yeah. They do game shows right in Japan.
Is this on Pornhub?
No, it's on Japanese television.
What? Is that the only television
It's
you
like
paid
it's
for?
like the UK where they have naked attraction where somebody's just there full blown naked. And you have to be like, whose body do I like the most? It's straight up a show on television. Showing dick, balls, pussy, anus. They're like spin
Anus.
around. Anus.
Like the cough and squat.
Poop
Squat and cough.
the poop shit. Poop shoot.
What poop shit?
Turd cutter. The anus.
Your bunghole?
What?
Your bunghole?
Bunghole, yeah. Your butthole.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
Do you like a finger in the butt?
I've never had it.
Edwards, do you like a finger in your butt?
No.
No?
No.
Did we discuss this?
We already did.
We already.
Oh yeah,
did.
your nails would be
but
very
I
unpleasant.
like a finger in my butt.
Well, there's a lot of women I know that like a finger. There's women I've met that are like, I can't come without something in my ass.
So you just pass that one up.
Yeah, I'm good.
You didn't stick your finger up there. No.
No, they wanted more. I knew a girl that would literally she would take like wooden baseball bats and lob the thick end off, and because she couldn't leave the house without something inside her. Yeah,
How do you sit?
yeah. She put a 2-liter up there once.
Oh my god! Like I am like tensed up, and I don't get tense thinking about that. And
Well,
I'm like tensed up thinking about.
A 2-liter, that bitch 8 inches around.
God damn.
She must
That's
take
called
some massive
addiction.
Yeah, that's like a whole.
Can't leave the house without something inside you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so like.
That's how you know
My
you're a
butthole.
sex addict. People that think they're a sex addict, can you leave the house without a baseball bat in your ass? Sure can. You're not a sex addict. It's like an alcoholic.
Exactly. I could leave the house without alcohol this morning.
Yeah. If you can't leave the house without alcohol, you're not an alcoholic. Or you are an alcoholic if you refuse to leave your house without alcohol. That was the one. Had it backwards.
So if you are addicted to like sex, how do you break that?
Therapy.
Like-
Don't watch porn. Refrain from jerking off, I think is kind of what they tell everybody.
So you have to go through like a withdrawal stage.
Kind of, yeah. Or maybe they would tell you to jerk off. Google how to cure sex addiction. We have the resources, guys. Because there's got to be like, is it like an AA situation? 12-step program? Man, our FBI agent's going to be freaked out.
What FBI agent?
The one who monitors our Google account. He's going to be like, oh man, we got some sex addicts. In there.
Addiction
go.
and mental health treatment designed for
Oh.
recovery.
It's a rehab? For sex addiction. Oh, they prescribe drugs for it.
So this would have to be like all guys or all girls.
Yeah, you could not make a co-op sex addiction treatment facility.
That would just defeat the purpose.
Well, no, even then, I think if you're a sex addict to that point, you can't be around people, or else if you're around a bunch of other sex addicts, you're gonna fuck someone in the butt. You're gonna let someone fuck you in the butt. I would. If I went to jail.
I would absolutely.
If I went to jail, it wouldn't take me long for me to learn how to use my body to get what I want.
Okay, but here's the thing. I would probably love it because I love like a more attractive females. So I would be living my best life.
But what if they weren't more attractive?
No, I'm more attracted to females.
Oh,
no
you're
matter
more
what.
attracted to females.
Yeah.
I think everybody's more attracted to females.
Yeah, because females are hot, and then you men don't
Yeah.
even like wash your asses.
That's true. Men's balls. Is there ever been a set of men's balls that didn't stink? I think not.
I'm so done with men.
Me too. I'm off the dick.
No, but like here's the thing. I remember my one ex. Obviously we used to shower together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't allowed to do anything alone. Well, yeah. Obviously, why wouldn't he be on me?
Oh, obviously.
Obviously. No, but anyways, he never washed his feet. He just like let the soap run down his body, and I would always bitch and be like, "Hey, your feet smell bad," and he's like, "I said, dude, if you just wash them."
Yeah, it's not hard. I've heard of other men that are like, I wash down as far as my arms will reach, and then that's where it ends. And what runs off, runs off.
Seriously. And then I think just the dirty water running down your body is what's going to like clean them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and these men are supposed to be like the superior ones? Y'all don't even shower right.
To be fair, we are just as necessary as women.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you wash your feet?
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations.
I put a finger in my butt to clean it a little bit.
When it's not braided.
When it's not braided.
Can we pay to get your asshole waxed?
If we get to a certain point of people watching and loving this podcast.
But that's not something you could do on video. So how do you prove
Oh,
it?
I don't even care. I will vlog this.
Yeah, you can. You put a little box over my dick and balls in my butt and have a little waxer person get in there and wax my shit. You can
wanna know
still
what
get
you
the
do?
pain, baby.
So I've had a few Brazilians before to really get the ass crack. There's different ways you can do this. You can like either like lay on your side, leg up, that sort of deal. I preferred bending over and doggy and just spreading the cheeks. Keep it classy. Yeah, to get all the angles.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's the most accessible within areas.
And I just feel like that angle, like the doggy and the spreading the cheeks, was just the one that like, I feel like that was the most like, oh, here's all my shit. But like,
yeah, presented the most.
Yeah, presented the most. But yeah, I got the most opportunity to get the hair.
You know what I kind of like? Because I've had parts of my face waxed before.
Yeah.
The warm wax going on your face, dog.
Yeah.
That shit feels great.
It feels good on your coochie also.
I've never
don't
had
have my
anything
coochie.
waxed.
I left my coochie at home last time I got waxed. I can't imagine getting my balls waxed would feel good.
We should try it.
No.
No. Okay, bet.
I'll get my butthole waxed.
How many subscribers to get Ian's butthole waxed?
How many would I do it for?
Yeah.
20. How many do we have?
29. So 34 subscribers.
34? I was thinking 50. Come on, shoot for the stars,
Hold
guys.
on. 69.
All right.
69.
We have to.
Deal. Knuckle.
Get my butthole waxed.
Listen.
We gotta find somebody to wax my butthole.
Yo, I'll buy a fucking waxer.
Yeah, you can
You
do
can't
it.
wax my butthole.
Okay, we'll figure this
I
out.
trust him to wax my butthole more than I trust you to
I've
wax my
never-
butthole.
I'll vlog two guys waxing each
You'll
other's
have to
assholes.
walk me through it, and I'm wearing gloves.
What if I wax my own butthole?
Okay, anyways.
There we go.
Anyways.
Okay. Yep.
And 69 subscribers to our YouTube channel. And Ian will wax his asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
69 motherfuckers. You better start subscribing.
Yeah. And if you want me to jump out of a plane, make me famous.
Oh, I'll jump out of a plane. I'll jump out of a plane for free.
For free?
Yeah, you only got to make me famous. I'll do that like willingly.
Why?
I've always wanted to.
What
Skydive?
There's got to be.
I always wanted to skydive.
There's got to be an amount of like a fairly high percentage of people that died in skydiving accidents.
No, so I'd rather skydive than bungee
100%.
jump.
I'd rather bungee jump.
No, I ain't trying bungee jump because at least I got a parachute to save me. Bungee jump.
I got a bungee cord.
No, that cord goes. What are you doing?
Dying. If that parachute opens, what are you doing?
Oh,
Dying.
open.
It's a risk.
If
That's
it
why
opens,
it's
I'm
fun.
doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I got a backup parachute.
Don't get me wrong. I would go skydiving,
Oh my goodness.
but like, it's not something I would do for free.
I don't know if I could do it on my own.
I think I'd prefer to do it on my own. I don't want the
Really?
dude strapped to my back.
Well, it doesn't have to be a dude.
I don't want anybody
mean-
strapped to my back.
Okay.
Because then if I fall, or say the parachutes don't open, they're gonna squish me. And what if they live and I die and they just?
I don't trust myself enough.
I wouldn't
I
want to.
gotta fuck it up somehow.
And do you remember right before I left the jail? I told you I was going to Vegas. I was like, hey, we're thinking about skydiving. But I was starting at the state facility like the day after I got back. And you're like, bitch, you're going to break your knees. And I was like, no, I
You
think it would
wouldn't
be
land
fun.
right. I fully believe that to this day. If you were skydiving, you would get 5 feet off the ground, and rather than like landing and rolling like you're supposed to, you'd be like, and just break both your knees backwards.
Well, anyway, so after you told me that, I started thinking about how like not smart I am.
Okay.
was-
I'm glad I got you there.
I was like, shit, I'm gonna break my kneecaps.
Have you ever seen somebody with a broken kneecap?
I
Their
don't
leg
wanna
just
see
flops
it.
around.
I don't want to see it. I do not want to see
Do you
it.
not do well with injuries like that?
I don't.
Like if you watch somebody just obliterate their leg, would you be like, ugh? It makes you feel like it happened to you almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of those. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't handle it. Yeah, look at Anderson Silva breaking his leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen this.
That's one of the grossest ones. Would you ever fight MMA as a female? In their
10-4 rubber ducky
You would do it?
in a heartbeat. Ain't
I-
gonna be pretty, but I think it would.
No,
definitely-
you'll get your ass beat.
Probably.
I mean, they're professional fighters.
Oh, yeah.
This is what they've done their whole life.
They're all martial
But
artists.
yeah, but would you train to do it if you had the time and then like get in there and really try to put up a fight like
I
Jake
don't
Paul?
know if I want to see this.
Yeah, you do. Watch this. Look at that bad boy flop around.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Here it comes, here it comes. Yup. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god!
And then he stands on it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot, right? Does that kind of stuff make you uncomfortable?
I don't like it personally.
I hate it, but I like it at the same time.
It makes me sick.
It's kind of like I kind of like pain a little bit
Mhm.
in certain ways. If something hurts, I'm like, ooh, I kind of like sticking a Q-tip too far in your ear.
Oh, I love
and
that
you're like,
feeling.
ooh.
Oh no, but that's like. But we also like. Oh no, I'm not saying we like rough sex.
Right.
Us.
We don't
no,
enjoy it together.
No, we like
Gross.
rough. No, we like rough sex. With other different people.
Separately.
Separately, but we both like like a little rough. That's why I like being like degraded and like just slap me across the face like sort
Degraded how? Because degraded is a strong
Okay.
term.
Please don't pick apart like my bodily like
Because like,
flaws.
oh my god. So
Be like,
There's-
bitch, I see 4 shades right now. Don't do that.
there's this Reddit or subreddit called All Not Safe for Work subreddits, and that bitch gets wild. Like there's one Reddit or subreddit on there called Degrade This Pig.
Degrade this.
Yeah. And it's
Like a
where
pet
girls
pig?
go if they like being degraded
That's terrible.
and just let people shit on their bodies.
Okay, I can't
girls
do
with
that.
self-esteem issues that just
Yeah.
I can't do that. No, I can
Okay.
do like
No.
okay, I can do the.
We could be like, you stupid little whore.
Oh, I love that. Be like,
Yeah. Fucking
You bet-
dumb
yeah.
slut. And whack right
That's-
across the jaw.
oh, I love that. Or like spit in my mouth. That sort of
Yeah.
deal.
Ew.
Like,
Ew. I can't do bodily fluids, man. fucking spit in my mouth.
Do you like to be peed on?
I know I won't do that. Okay, let me tell you a funny story.
Hold on, let me say one bodily fluid I'm okay with. If you come in a girl's mouth and she snowballs that bitch back to you, hot.
Okay,
I
never
can get
did
behind that.
I've never done that, but I have like after some things have occurred, I have like cleaned their areas clean, and then have like
Gross.
spit in
Dicks
their
are weird.
mouth.
In their mouth?
Yeah, like I've like
No,
both of us.
spit it
off
on
of
my belly button, not my mouth. Ew. I mean, I've tasted my own cum before. It's not great.
What? How much?
I think I just
Enough
peed.
that I licked off of a vajuber.
What's a vajuber?
Pussy.
A vajuber.
Yeah.
I licked off the vajuber.
So you weren't just like.
No, I didn't just jerk off and some got in my hand and I was like.
That's what my mind went to.
No. It was like a mixture of pussy juice and my own cum, and I already know what pussy juice tastes like, so I knew what the cum was, and it wasn't good.
Okay, but you also
Tangy. I think it's just because they eat shit food. Yeah, it really fucks with your pH levels, dog.
Yo, I had to teach you about pH levels.
Teach me about pH
She
levels.
is dead serious.
No, I really
She
did.
knows
She
about.
didn't crack a
So do you hate Summer's Eve body wash for women where it's supposed to be safe for your pussy, but it makes it really unhealthy because it lets bacteria grow because it fucks with the pH levels? Because that's all I know about them and the taste.
What do you mean the taste of pussies?
Yeah, anything.
Okay, you
If you
also
fuck
thought
with its
that
pH level, it fucks
you
with
also
the taste a little
thought
bit.
pussy was supposed to taste like mashed potatoes.
No, I had an ex whose pussy tasted like mashed potatoes.
I can't.
She loved mashed potatoes, and I think that's why. Because that bitch ate a lot of mashed potatoes.
Was she thick?
No.
Oh, if I even look at fucking like carbs,
If I even look at bread.
I blow. I'm gonna still eat it. I'm just gonna look 6 months pregnant afterwards.
I've been feeling really sick if I eat too much bread.
You're
Same with milk. If I drink too much milk or eat too much dairy products, it's been making me sick.
Okay, but let's like talk about my diet because one day I go like super healthy, eating salads, going to the gym twice a day, drinking much water, like taking all my vitamins, and then next day I'm having bourbon for lunch.
Yeah, but I feel like your diet's a little better than mine because I don't stray from trash.
Oh,
I stay unhealthy, dog.
if you're gonna do it, you gotta commit.
Yeah. That's the one thing I've committed to well in my life. Eating like shit. I'm not going to stop eating McDonald's. I'm just going to eat less of it.
You gotta you're gonna switch to the McChickens as opposed to the double
Don't
quarter pounder
even-
with cheese with a Big Mac sauce.
Whoa. Are you saying a McChicken is not as good as a quarter pounder with cheese?
With Big Mac sauce, negative.
No, a big McChicken. A McChicken is the best sandwich at McDonald's, especially if you get a slice of cheese put on it. That is the best sandwich McDonald's makes. Their burgers taste like raccoon meat.
Yeah, but I'm trying to cut back on meat, so I just eat raccoon meat instead. That's like, I wanted to eat healthier, so I would get McDonald's chicken nuggets, and it's not like they're real chicken nuggets, so like, it's healthy.
Right. They're not Wendy's nuggets.
They're not made with real meat.
They're not.
Good dude.
It's
Our
pink
camera guy's
sludge.
dying.
The fucking raccoon meat is so hard.
It should. It probably fucks with your. Here's something that I just thought of, and I know it's like documented, but as soon as McDonald's became like big, is when America started getting really obese. So like, why do we still eat McDonald's if we know it's bad for us?
That's like, why did I drink so much and then chug 2 waters? And now I'm like, oh, I can't move. I'm at like that crampy stage where I'm
Because you
like,
like the pain.
I can't. I do like the pain.
I kind of. Do you hold in your poop for too long?
I
Because
just shit myself.
because listen, I think it's like I like the pressure on the inside of my butthole. Because I kind of like holding my poop in.
Nah.
No, all right.
If I even get the inkling I got shit, I'm going. If I'm at home.
I guess I'm just the weirdo.
No,
If I'm at work, like I can put it off, but when I'm at home, I just
I kind of like the pressure. Kind of does something for me.
That's why I feel like you would like a finger up your butt.
Probably.
Pressure.
I'm not fully ruling out that I might be gay.
Wait,
It doesn't mean you're gay. It's just like something that like we even had that
Well,
coworker.
I don't know. I've never tried getting pounded out by a dude.
No.
Maybe I would like it.
No, like a blowjob and that finger in the butt.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that either. That might be great too. I'm sure it would be.
I'm sure it would.
I've heard
yes.
from people who have the personal experience that.
And they say they
shooting
like just
chunky
fucking.
loads. Yeah.
Then once they like shot across the room.
Well, it's because if you diddle the prostate, that's where the cum's made. So there's just more of it. I guess you stimulate it when you diddle it, and they really just start pumping them out. I think I have a low sperm count because I'd be shooting weak loads. Do you shoot weak loads or you shoot big loads?
Big.
You fucking shoot ropes,
Yeah.
dog? Jeremy, I bet you shoot weak loads. No. Fucking Edward's blood, stupid. God. Yeah, it kind of just dribbles out. I probably jerk off too much.
That might be it.
It might be it. That's fine.
Do you feel like you're still like holding some back, or do you feel like you have released all?
Should I feel like I'm holding it back? I feel like I jerk off enough that I'm running on empty at all times.
My bad.
Because, you know, it's expelling the demons. I don't want no demons. They say it's good to jerk off. Heard that once somewhere. Haven't stopped it since.
I don't think it was in the Bible that you heard that.
Nothing's true in the Bible. Come on. Okay, I won't say nothing's true in the Bible.
We can have a
But
debate here.
I was taught that since Eve was made with a rib from Adam, that men had less ribs than women. And I found out way too late in my life from a comedy special that that's not true. Then I Googled it. And I'm like, oh shit. We actually have the same amount of ribs. This was a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
So they took the rib from Adam.
I think so.
Yeah, not every fucking man.
Right, but they told.
So like, if your arm gets chopped off, does your fucking firstborn not have an arm?
Listen, this is just technically, maybe.
What the hell type of shit were you being taught?
This is just what happened in church. This is what I was told in church, that was a thing. And when I heard it from a comedian on the television, I Googled it, and it blew my fucking mind.
A few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago.
Not biology class.
I didn't pay attention in biology class.
I can't believe
The fuck? I had biology one year. Next year, remedial biology.
That's how I was with all my science and math classes.
I was like that with just biology.
You know, I was just like that in like every single fucking subject I took. Like what type of student do you think I was?
Not great, if I had to guess. I would say C's because they kind of just wanted to push you through.
Yeah, I had some potential, but like, you know,
I had a couple classes I got B's in, but most of the time it was C's.
I don't think I had mostly like D's, but sometimes I got C. But I also never showed up.
C's get degrees.
D dick don't matter.
Dick doesn't matter.
No, like dick. I get dick. It don't matter.
Oh, you get dick.
Yeah.
I'm off the dick. I'm trying to quit,
Yeah.
as I spoke earlier.
Honestly, I'm so freaking bloated right now. I can't even think about
So
dick. Like,
bloated?
I don't get how people can move. That's why, like, I don't get how I can drink and then like try to get it on because I'm gonna be like,
I don't understand drunk sex. I think it's terrible.
oh, me too. That shit is sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have someone that you have like just like outrageous like sloppy sex with, and then it's like, dude,
Even
do you know what
then.
we did last night? And it's like we went like 8 times.
Yeah,
And it's like,
I used diarrhea as lube. Like
diarrhea is lube.
when you're drunk, like if you're blacked out, you have no idea what happened.
Oh, I know.
Until later.
Oh,
You
no.
very well could have. She could have shit all over you, and you were just like, nice. You know?
I can't even right now. But
Drunk
no,
sex is-
I've had like a few good like sloppy drunk nights with people, but I've also had like what happened last night there. I don't know. I was like, I don't know either. Like,
and like liquor.
And then that's the thing. You always think it's so much more hot in that moment when probably if you like
and if you ever recorded it and watched it back,
it's like, oh my goodness, what are they
Yeah.
doing? He just like he's fucking her thigh right now.
have you ever caught a look at yourself having sex in the mirror and realize, ooh, buddy? I've done that. I've like caught a look in the mirror and I'm just like, you look like the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy. Little round, white, pale fucking thing.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever had, I know like sex eyes are a thing, but I feel like some people just look stupid and they're like this.
They cross their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that. It's just like a bodily reaction, I think. Because there's some people that their eyes cross just when they come. It's strange looking.
Like, yeah, baby. Look at my good eye.
Or maybe it's a thing that women... How many times do you think you've faked an orgasm?
I don't think I've ever like I don't think I've had many natural ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to get really comfortable with someone.
Mm-hmm. And you
then
don't
they
like
have to
getting
do the
comfortable with
job.
people?
No, they have to do the job, right?
Right. Do you tell them how to do their job? Or do you just expect them to know how?
I just expect you watch
Okay,
enough
well
porn
then
to
that's
know what's going on.
40% your fault then.
Which I agree, and I'm over here like, can you do it like this person? They don't like it. I go, can we call him up so maybe you can take notes?
Take some notes
So,
down.
like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. But like, how often do you fake it for them?
Well, I have been married.
So
So
you have
that
at
was-
least faked it 10 times to get married.
Actually, the one husband I never slept with before we got married.
Wow.
Well, like we have, but it was only like once. So it's not like we didn't.
It's not like it was a regular thing.
No, so it was like that one initial time that like we slept together, and I was like, but no.
And then you got married. I
Yeah, I
couldn't
thought that was
I
a great
couldn't
idea.
imagine that. Like what if that person is just polar opposite of you sexually?
Yeah,
Yeah. That seems
because you have
horrible.
to connect. Like you have to connect and like that.
Yeah, like what if you're just like
You can't buy a car without test driving it. So like, why did I marry?
Exactly.
But you gotta test drive it like
Gently.
because I test drove it like once, and I feel like the first time it's either like
Test
it's
drove
really
it.
really good because they're both putting out their A game,
It's new.
or it's new, it's hot, but like no one talks about like sex like after you're like comfortable with that person, blah blah blah. Like no one talks about that. So I'm over here like I'm all about causing a fight and having some makeup sex. Like I love a good toxic
my
relationship.
I
Just to
would
keep things
kill
interesting in the bedroom.
In the bathroom. What the
Bathroom
fuck?
also. Keep things interesting in the bedroom. So just fight with each other and then make up sex.
That is not a great piece of advice.
I should be a marriage
Don't do that
counselor.
one. That one's not a good piece of advice. Don't cause fights to have sex. Just if you're in a straight male female relationship and you get married, all you have to do as a woman, don't start a fight. Go, you trying to fuck? And he's gonna go, yeah.
No, I'd rather start a fight.
Women.
I wonder why Emily's single.
Has word spread?
Ian, what are my red flags?
What are your red
What
flags?
are my red flags?
Oof.
Oh, I feel like Edward's is already thinking about them. He's like, I got a whole list.
His face. He was like, I already thought of 6.
He's like, bitch, I got double digits now.
Now, do you want just like average red flags? Or do you want like weird things about you that I've noticed that I'm just like, ugh.
Tell me it all. Let's
Okay.
roast Emily and her red flags.
First-
Let's see. Guys, pay attention. You gotta let us
Some
know
of these
how
may
you feel
hurt your
about it.
feelings.
I don't care.
Can we be honest?
Yeah.
I just said something. I didn't ask if I could be honest. I was telling her some of them are going to hurt her feelings.
All right.
That's the difference between me and you, Edwards.
All right, Ian.
Okay, first one, when you told me you had fake boobs.
Red flag.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I was like, okay, self-esteem issues right off the bat. I'm not good at dealing with those.
Oh, okay. Very true. And when you did meet me, I was very, very insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, I'm nothing but confident bitch now. No, just kidding. I'm a mess.
But to be fair, I mean, there's
I
reason.
was really, really fake. A lot of shit was fake. But like, I miss that stuff. I miss that
Did you
stuff
say
about
you were
me.
really, really fake?
Because I had like my whole face, like I have fillers and like
Oh,
everything. I'm,
like physically. I thought you
Yeah.
meant like, yeah, I was just acting fake as fuck back then.
No, but like I also like that about me because I like that for me. All right, next red flag.
Next red flag. Probably when you told me you got married early and were already divorced and thinking about getting married again.
Oh yeah, that did happen within a year.
Yeah. That was, and it was rapidly. We went from one, you were like, I love this man. And then you were like, just kidding. I love this man more. And I was like, I believe you, but does this sound like a great idea?
Okay, but I have opened up to my friend about this recently. I feel like I rushed the marriage into
I think everybody
one.
does.
No, the second one I rushed the marriage thinking I would have gotten over like the relationship I was in prior to that marriage. I'm very open about that. I'm like, I think I rushed this and played it off as being so perfect. But I was also struggling on with postpartum. But check out my blog for that.
Yeah, I did that too. I fucking, like, you get out of one relationship, so you get into another way too soon, and you think that it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, well, they're nothing like my ex. And then next thing you realize they're exactly like your ex.
Yeah.
And you fucked up.
The best relationships you can get in are after you've had some, like, 2 years to fully clear that bitch out.
You have to heal yourself because...
God, we heard some healing go down live.
As I was saying, you have to keep that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As I was saying, you have to heal yourself, or else you are going to rush into this relationship, a next relationship, and just project all your insecurities on this other person.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you wonder why the fuck everything's toxic. Because I'm over here like, I'm toxic as fuck right now. Like, no, you don't like that post I made about like, you want me to friend zone you? Fuck yeah. Because I'm so toxic right now. And that's why I'm very much so like, I get in these like manic episodes where I'm like, I'm too good. I'm too fucking good. Because if I don't feed my ego, I'm going to go back to the like feeling of like worthlessness that like I felt for so long. So that's why like I feed my ego so much. So then I can like, if all else fails and I feel like I'm like dropping, I'm like, no, bitch, your shit don't stink.
It does, though. We discussed this last episode. You dropping turds.
Explosive. Another reason why I'm single. Okay, next red flag.
Oh, man. I don't know.
I can tell you a few that like
There's
my friends have pointed out.
probably so many that I acknowledged at the time that I don't remember. I have a terrible memory. But I also ignore a lot. Like, yeah, that's super annoying, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edwards, what are my red flags? I know you're waiting for this.
When I found out who you were married to.
The first time or the second time? First time.
First time.
Yeah, that. I don't know the person, but if you knew, I guess.
He wasn't a bad guy or anything.
I mean, it was a red flag though for you. So.
It was a red flag.
Yeah.
It's still a red flag when I tell people like who I'm married to currently. People go, "What?" I was like, great dick. Like I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of get that one. If you know somebody's married to somebody that you know is kind of, I don't even want to say off, just like, you know, it's not like great, but that they're kind of forcing themselves into it or did at one point. You're like, ooh, yikes. Got to dodge that one. But I think being able to recognize red flags is a very healthy thing too.
Oh, absolutely. I'll
Because
point
if you
out.
completely
Listen,
ignore them.
I'm gonna point out my red flags, and you're all gonna be like, "Oh yeah." Ed, do you have any more for me? Because I'm gonna rip myself apart now.
Well, no. You got to rip one of us apart now.
Oh wait, let's finish me first.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
No, because we were talking about my red flags.
Oh, I have one more.
Okay,
I have one more too.
Okay, tell me.
You're very loud.
Yep, that's what I was waiting for. I
Okay.
was waiting for you. So I get told my red flags: loud, obnoxious.
I don't know about obnoxious, but loud for sure.
Yeah, loud, obnoxious. My OnlyFans is a red flag. The baby daddy situation's a red flag. My marriages are a red flag. My mental health's a red flag. My blog and the fact I put my whole life out there without giving a fuck's a red flag. I've been told that like the work I have had done and the work I want to get done is a red flag. Absolutely. The fact I probably go manic on a regular basis, but that goes along with my mental illnesses. Red flag. And the sole purpose that, like, I honestly just don't give zero fucks. I don't care what you have to tell me, because bottom line, I'm still going to do what I want to do. Which is not healthy if I'm trying to commit to someone. Like, if I'm trying to, like, you know, respect that, like, another person in a situation, which I can be respectful, but, like, it gets to the point where I'm over here, like, you can't fucking tell me what to do. I'm going to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, so those are all big red flags that people have, like, obviously missed about me.
Yeah.
That I ripped apart myself.
Yeah.
I think you have to be able to do that, though.
No. Oh, absolutely. But that's the thing. You also have to, let's get inspirational. So we can
Super
have
inspirational.
Here's my thing. We can have like red flags, like my loud and like obnoxiousness, and the fact like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, those are red flags. It's like, who cares?
Yeah. So I have worked so hard on like being able to be my true authentic self that like that's going to be me. Like if someone were to meet me and be like, oh, I like this girl, and then once they had me committed, be like, ooh, she's a little loud. I need to calm down. She needs to calm down. I get offended by that because then at that point you're trying to change me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's things that like people should change, but if you go into something ignoring it and then be like, I'll change that later. That's not what you should do.
Yeah. So
If
that's
something bothers you, voice it.
Or don't be with that person, because
Or
that's
that.
my thing. Like I worked so hard to be like my true authentic self and not give a fuck, because I was so worried about putting on these different like personnels for certain people and like faking this like perfect life that like it's to the point where I'm just like, nope, I'm a fucking disaster. I'm just going to publicly post it for the whole world to see at this
Also,
point.
we're all in our 20s. I think our life is kind of supposed to be a disaster a little bit. You know? If you have a perfect life, your life's probably going to suck when you're older because you don't know how to deal with anything.
And it's funny you say that, because that's like when I'm just talking about like some random stuff that's like happened to me in like my past, and people are like, yo, that's crazy. I never had a childhood like that. I'm over here like, I thought that was normal. Like I'm almost like feel bad because you didn't experience the real world at a young age to be able to learn from it. So now it fucking hits you and you're like in your 20s and you don't know how to fucking handle simple things in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's
why I hate spoiled kids. Spoiled kids are one of my biggest fucking pet peeves.
Yeah.
I hate them. They're so entitled. And they grow up to be fucking finance bros that expected to be handed everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's not somebody anybody really wants to be with, you know? I feel like that's a lonely existence.
I feel like you're
being
putting
obsessed with just getting what you want to a point.
I feel like that just puts on like a whole fake like person now that you're like, oh, I have this great life, like, you know, like you get everything you want, you have all this nice shit, and you're putting on like the outside like perfect world perspective. But I'm more about like, I don't care about like the shit you have. Like if I can relate to you and I can vibe with you, like that's huge for me. Huge for me.
Yeah, I don't understand things. Like, do you understand? Like, I don't like owning nice things. I don't understand it. Who's it for? If it's something that's nice and functional, I get. But if it's just something nice and expensive for the sake of being nice and expensive, why? Why? Like he was saying about the watches. Why would you buy a fucking $100,000 watch that you're gonna bounce off the wall all the time?
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly just for show, but like.
And why do people feel the need to do that? I hate it. Let me live in a cabin.
High school never ends.
Says
Bottom line.
the guy that owns a Mustang.
Yeah, that's true.
Pussy wagon.
That's true. Pussy wagon. Somebody else called it a pussy wagon. That was like all they called it was the pussy wagon.
Really?
Somebody at the jail, yeah.
Not to be confused with his white van. That was a pussy wagon
Also
for
a pussy
other
wagon. For the same reasons.
And did you have hair back then when you had the
A little
white
bit.
van? A little bit more than what you have now.
Yeah, I had enough that you couldn't see most of my scalp.
Okay.
Do you
Now
ever
you
have
can
a mattress in the back of that
I had
van?
a futon. At
A
one point.
futon.
Yeah.
That's-
I didn't keep it in there, but I had it in there on occasions.
That's nifty.
It is nifty,
But it's
right?
kind of nice.
I wanted to put a mini fridge in there, but they drain your battery so fast it just wasn't ergonomical. Good for the environment.
But you want to know what's nice about your van you had?
What?
If you were trying to go parking, it's much more conventional.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
like 90% of the reason I was cool with having it. Because I was like, if/when I ever get laid, dude, I have a place to do it.
How old were you?
When I lost my virginity?
Yeah.
15, 14? 14. Yep. On my parents' basement floor.
Love it.
While they were in the living room upstairs. I turned on the washing machine so they couldn't hear.
You don't think they ever wondered why you were doing laundry down there?
I think they knew. Like, all of a sudden his girlfriend at the time is here and they're down in the basement for 20 minutes doing laundry. They had to have known.
Well, yeah, maybe
I
she
think-
got stuck in the dryer.
My mom may not have known. My mom really thought I was just the goodest boy for a long time. I think my dad knew.
Yeah, that's my boy.
No.
Good.
No. He'd have been like, gross. Does she have anything wrong with her? Did you think about that? Did you think this through? What would you have done if she got pregnant? That's how my dad is.
Emily, how old were you?
So this is kind of like a shitty situation. I was 12. Yeah, and I actually have a whole blog on it because it was, yo, that fucks you up.
Yeah, it's definitely too. I think
Yeah, I'm
15 or 16 is still a little young to
Yeah,
be.
so
You're too emotionally vulnerable to be having sex and throwing that in there.
Yeah, so that's like, and I don't hide the fact I was 12. I hate it. But that was also like what was like it happened. It happened for a reason. I was like, but oh yeah, it definitely, like in the moment, I didn't think anything was wrong with it because I was like, oh, an older guy sort of situation. Now I look back and I'm like, I was fucking 12. Like I was a baby. Like, and that like, oh, fucks you up completely. And then of course, small town, shit reputation.
Yeah.
Whole life.
Remember when Yik Yak was a thing?
Oh yeah, where you could text
my
people.
God.
Yeah.
I was labeled the biggest man whore in Punxsutawney. That's not a brag. On Yik Yak. No idea who it was. I just saw it and then there was just like a couple hundred people like, facts. Like, what?
You're like, guys, I'm still a virgin.
People from Punxsy hate me for some reason.
Probably because you're like, I'm from the worst town ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Punxsutawney.
shit on that town.
But I shit on El County all
That's
the time.
all anybody from Punxsy does. We hate Punxsy. Punxsy people despise it.
I wouldn't want to live there.
I think it's just Western Pennsylvania towns and this sort of. I've never met anybody that's like proud. They're like, fuck yeah, I'm from Johnstown.
They ain't no
Oh, cool.
Morgan Wallen singing about how they love you more than this. Can't love you more than this hometown.
Imagine bragging about being from like fucking Clearfield.
Yo, I'm from Clearfield, and babe, I love you, but I don't love you more than this hometown. Yo, I do love Clearfield. Like, screw where I'm currently at right now. Like, I love Clearfield. That's why you'll always find me there.
I want to move so bad.
I want to move
Yeah.
town over. Town over.
I just
I
want
want
to
to
move.
move somewhere without winter.
I would be okay with that. If it's a dry heat. You put me in Florida, dog, where I'm breathing chicken noodle because it's so fucking humid. No thanks.
Yo, if I gotta wear sunglasses all the time because there's sandstorms, that shit ain't for me.
I like when I was in California, it was 125 because it was August, but you didn't feel it.
Yeah.
Like it was warm, but you could
You
wear
know
jeans.
where I want to move?
Where?
Illinois.
Illinois.
I don't know what it is. I just want to move to Illinois.
Like Chicago?
No,
Or
because
just like
Like
fucking
a-
middle of nowhere Illinois that's exactly the same as Western Pennsylvania.
basically like Troy, Illinois. Like I really liked that. I just felt like it felt like home. So like, this I would love to live here.
I honestly
I don't know what I was thinking.
my options would be live somewhere where it's always warm but I'm around people, but if I have enough money that I could just disappear from society and live in fucking Alaska all by myself, I would do it. If I could erase everybody's memory that I ever existed and just fucking poof, I'm in Alaska now. I'm in.
This place looks like small town.
But that's my thing. Is that
Like
Troy,
Troy,
Illinois?
Illinois?
Yeah, it's small town. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. Do we have
It
any
looks-
followers from Troy, Illinois?
It,
If we do, why the hell do I want to move there?
Oh, it's up in the north part of Illinois, too, where it gets windy.
I don't know. It was hot. I had to ask some guy
Well,
O'Reilly to put oil in my car.
See, you have to...
O'Reilly.
If you're going to move somewhere, I feel like you need to visit it during all seasons.
Yeah,
That way you really know. Because if you go to fucking North Carolina in August, yeah, it's going to be sick. But what about during hurricane season?
That's not as fun.
Yeah.
Might get whiplash.
That's the least of your problems.
My fucking house just
What about your fucking
got taken
basement?
into the ocean, but man, my neck is sore. Fucking whiplash. You kill me. What the fuck? Do you know down south they don't put their houses on basements because of the hurricanes?
So I actually knew that they didn't have like basements, but my thing is if there's a hurricane, where do you go? You can't go to the basement.
Yeah, you really just gotta leave. It's not like a tornado where you can bunker yourself up. Unless you're fucking Florida people, man. They just put plywood over their windows and they're like, we're gonna ride this fucker out.
I know a lot of people do. Like I remember, I don't even know what was happening, but it was like all over TikTok. But it's also that thing, not everyone can leave. So like,
Yeah.
like I feel bad, but it's also like, well, like what do you do?
I think you
I would just shit myself.
Yeah, you just wait, I think.
And like just let it happen. I can't imagine that fear. Like so the other day I was driving and like the tires on my Jeep may be bald. They may be.
Maybe.
Someone told me you're supposed to rotate them. I'm like, they rotate
Have
every
you
single time I
looked
drive.
at them?
So I just like, oh, they are so bald. Like they are smooth.
So if you look at them, you can say they're
they are
bald.
smooth.
So they are bald.
Oh, 10-4. Anyways, so it's not. Well, someone buy me tires. No, just kidding.
Someone buy me tires.
Anyways, so I was driving in the snowstorm like the other week. And I'm like going down the hill. And I wasn't even going that fast. I'm in this Jeep. And like next thing you know, my Jeep caught, like I started like spinning. And like, so I have that one touch sky top. So I touch, so it's like half top, like half hard, half soft. Anyways, so I'm like twice, like going down this hill, spinning in my Jeep. And I was like, okay, just breathe. I said, we're not going to slam our brakes because who knows what's going to happen because we're going fucking downhill as is and we're already spinning. And then so it was two slow ones and one quick one and it whipped me around. I'm over here like because I've rolled vehicles before. I'm over here like, shit, I'm about to roll this son of a bitch and like I got like this soft like top on. We didn't. We stopped. It was like I stopped and I was like sideways in the middle of the road. And I'm over here, like, because my Jeep just, like, shut off. I was like, shit, I can't get this thing to, like, go back on. So I'm over here just clicking all these buttons. I tried to, like, you know, call
Turning
people.
the radio on and off.
Yeah, everything. Turn the heat on and off. Didn't even think about shutting off the car and, like, putting it in park or anything. But I'm just over here clicking every single fucking thing in this fucking car at this point. Switching, like, the gear shifts, hoping for the best. No one's answering my phone calls because I guess no one's worried about Emily. It got to the point where I got the car to turn back on because I'm over here like, shit, it's about other people were going to do it also. It wasn't just me. I know people were going to follow and do the exact same thing. No one did. The rest, like, 8 cars were fine. That just, like, passed me.
They just drove on right on by.
Yeah,
No
they were
issues?
fine. They didn't give a fuck. You want to know what I did? I went on Snapchat afterwards to let everyone know what I did.
Smart.
Because I did.
Naturally, that is
Naturally,
what you do.
I wanted to warn everyone else to make sure if they
Make
drove.
sure they stay clear of you driving. That's what I took out of this. It wasn't the roads. It wasn't the tires. Everybody else did it fine. Just don't drive around you.
Honestly, you don't want to drive around me. I remember
Altoona's a bunch of one-ways. Did you ever just fucking go down the wrong one-way street and
I
be
do that
like,
all the time.
oh, fuck, there's some guy coming the other way, and you're like, now I gotta back out.
Oh, I do it with pride with my business on the back of my car. Like, I dead ass earlier today after my Dunkin' and after, like, my more energy drinks. I was going through the drive-through and, like, I'm on Snapchat. I'm over here, like, I just hit a curb. And the next thing you know, I'm still, like, hitting curbs driving over the sidewalk. All this shit.
Hitting multiple curbs.
I'm over here, like, damn, I got my business in Altoona. Fiercely Dynamic Fashion in the Logan Town Center. You should definitely check it out. I got my business in Altoona.
Online.
Or online at...
Because most of you don't live in Altoona.
Oh, very true. Anyways, we are online. FiercelyDynamic.fashion. Follow us. Anyways, so I'm over here with my website, like business on the back of my website.
On the back of your website. Website on the back of your car.
A website on the back of my Jeep. Hitting these curbs. Like, I'm over here, like, but people know me. They know, oh, yeah, Emily just can't drive. They can't drive.
Not even, before I met you and talked to you, I knew you couldn't drive. You just radiate can't drive energy. It's true.
What the hell does that mean?
It means I saw you on... The first thought that popped in my head wasn't, wow, she can really drive. It was probably more like, she's whacked a few hundred curbs in her day.
But that's my thing. If I hit something, I got hit it 3 more times. So I fucking hit it. I ain't fucking around. Let me tell you about this time I got drunk. I drove through my neighbor's. I drove through my friend's yard. So he has like 2 ways to like get into his house, like through the driveway. There's a driveway here basically, and like an entrance here, and like loops around. Anyways, there's also like 2 trees in his yard. So instead of taking like option A or option B, I created option C.
And just went for the middle.
I went for the middle.
You're like, betwixt
Right
them 2
through.
trees.
Yeah, right through the yard. And then, like, you know, I proceeded to, like, back it, like, pull in a little bit, then back in right beside him.
How did I completely did not know that story, and I guess when you said 2 trees, I was like, this bitch missed both exits and went between the trees. You field goaled it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I missed the telephone poles, everything, but, like, I went through those trees.
Yeah. Do you think you were in your head just playing a little game? You're just like, I bet this would be pretty cool.
Honestly. Like, I don't condone. Maybe I was a little intoxicated, like, I'm mad at myself for that. And that's terrible. And, like, I definitely learned my lesson from that. But it's more of the fact that, like, I thought the ride was a little bumpy. I didn't.
You're like, damn, this driveway's rough.
Seriously. I was like, shit, all the times I've been here, I don't remember it being this bumpy.
You'd been there before and you still missed?
Yeah, by my defense, I've always missed it. I've always had to, like, back up in the middle of the road and, like, try one or the other.
But if it's a loop, why don't you just circle back?
Because I missed them both.
You missed.
The first one, like, okay, I'll get it on the second one. And I was like, shit, I gotta get the second one. So I just cranked it in reverse and then, like,
Yeah.
back that shit on up.
Yeah. I feel like you don't pay attention a lot.
You know what? I actually, like, listen to music and, like, I'm too busy on Snap and, like,
Right.
Like, no matter what, I
The
would have
things
missed.
that they tell you not to do when you're driving, you're like, those are pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, but, like, no matter what, I probably would have, like, missed his driveway because I seriously always miss his driveway. If I'm not looking.
Right. It is hidden if you're not looking. You're not making a very good case for yourself.
There's a reason why people won't let me
You
drive.
should not own expensive cars. You should stick to Dodge Neons.
I don't know why I own nice cars. To be honest, because if this ain't my oil leaking everywhere, then I'm like hitting people's, like, I'm hitting curbs, I'm going in between trees, and like there's, and then if that's not happening, like, oh my goodness, like, it just ain't pretty. Let me tell you about this one time I went out on a date with this man. So I was smooth and I said, "Can I drive your truck?" Drove it right into a ditch.
Oh my God. Did he stab you in the leg? Because he should have.
How much damage did you do?
I don't know. He had a nice truck because
I
he was
don't know.
I don't know. He was like, "Ooh, I had a nice truck," and he seriously, because it was the first car I've ever been in that had like a backup camera. Oh my God. that son of a bitch right into a ditch. And I turned to him. I said,
That's how you know you got a nice truck.
I said, "Oopsies." I think I put it.
Oopsies.
I
I
said,
feel like that would piss me off.
I'm telling you, I would have
cute.
stabbed her.
I tried to be cute. I was like, "Oopsies, I think I put it in a ditch."
Oh my God.
And he's like, and he was like, I didn't even kiss this man. Like, oh my goodness, I probably should have like been like, "Hey, sorry for putting your truck in a ditch."
Yeah.
He's like,
do you
"Oh,
want me
don't
to
worry,
blow you or something? Like, for the inconvenience? All you did was be cute. The
I did.
fuck?
I'm terrible. Don't take me out on a date. Anyways, so
This
he's
is
like,
your
"Oh, don't
route.
worry, I can get it out." It took him like 30 minutes to get his fucking truck out of the ditch.
Was it a big ditch?
I don't know. That was a big truck though. I'm pretty sure the damn thing was like sideways in the ditch. But I've done that to my ex also. You know, I don't know. So I did the. Oh shit! This ain't making me sound good at all.
Stick to
You're gonna get your
roads.
license revoked.
I don't know. I probably should. So my ex when I was like 14, he was like older, 16. And I tried to do the whole like, oh my goodness, let me drive. It'll be fun. I drove that fucking thing. There was like on the road. No one else is on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a slight hill into this person's like yard.
Mm-hmm. Went straight up over that hill, didn't you?
It's a straight stretch. We're just going straight.
And you just kept going straight.
No. Straight stretch over here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hill right here.
Uh-huh.
I just kept going straight.
Oh.
I curved off and went all the way up.
So what you're saying is you couldn't drive in a straight line.
No. Oh God, no.
When all you got to do is not move. Gas.
Oh no, I moved that, and
Too
we were up
much?
the hill. And he's like,
I'm never riding anywhere with you. If we ever go anywhere and it requires vehicular transport, I'm driving.
I'm good now.
I don't believe you. How long ago was this spinning out in the road situation?
Oh, that was last week.
Okay. Then you're no better now.
It was icy conditions.
I see conditions.
It had nothing to do with me. I was only going 40 miles per hour. Calm, cool, collected. Wasn't even manic.
Mm-hmm.
I was just singing. Ooh, that's the thing. I was singing. Ooh, Black Betty. Like, you know,
Great
whoa, Black
song.
Betty. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I was like vibing, whole vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Doing the loop-de-loop.
Mm-hmm. And then everybody drove past you very safely. That's the part that keeps getting me. Is you spun out in these icy conditions, and then everybody drove past you going, this fucking dumb bitch can't even drive in a straight line.
It was seriously just a straight line. I don't know how I started spinning. There was no turns, nothing. Like
You're proving us right. I'm just saying.
That's fine. I'll be the DJ on road
The
trips.
DJ. Oh my. Well, no, your music taste isn't horrible.
My music taste is good. And
You
I
know who
sing.
has the best music taste? 14-year-old Jewish boys. You ever heard like a bar mitzvah, dude? They
No.
play nothing but bangers.
Never been to one.
I've never been to one, but if you can look them up on YouTube and just fucking bar mitzvah, something you should do in your personal time because Jewish kids are sick, dude. I love people other than white people. We're so bad, dude.
Connor,
I was.
sorry. I have a question for you.
I probably have an answer.
Well,
It might not be a good one, but
I was looking at some notes you wrote down for the podcast. I'm not gonna pull it up on screen or anything. One of the notes you wrote down is contacting our dead moms with a Ouija board.
dude, we
I'm
need to
gonna
get
shoot that one down right
we
now.
need to get our moms on the pod, bro.
I ain't fucking with no Ouija board,
I
dude.
thought that was a fucking great idea. That one hit me. I stopped.
you
I
believe in
stopped
demons?
working.
Do you believe in demons?
Oh, I love this.
I don't know. I think there's stuff we don't understand. I don't necessarily think it's spirits necessarily that make these things happen. But yeah, I had a thought at work. I was like, I wonder if Ouija boards are real. And I was like, that'd be cool for a podcast. And I was like, dead moms on the pod. I
I
think
don't
that'd be
trust
sick.
you motherfuckers. You be moving it.
I would. I don't
And I think you might need therapy on that note.
Oh, for sure. I've never dealt with it correctly. I was supposed to start therapy again Monday. Didn't.
Do you want to have a therapy session right here?
I mean, probably. This is kind of what I do. I just talk about it like this. But wouldn't it be cool to get a dead person on the podcast?
I don't fuck with Ouija boards. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
Really?
fuck with any of that shit.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
You seen one?
Huh?
You seen one? Had a ghost experience?
yo, if I say that shit, I'm gonna end up locked up. I've already been locked up 8 times. Yo, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I'm pleading the 5th on all this shit. I ain't trying to go back to the mental hospitals.
I feel like mental hospitals could be haunted.
Oh, 10-4, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's like the
The academy.
The academy haunted as fuck. I know for a fact.
An old
I looked
tuberculosis
I go
hospital.
there in like 2 days.
Exactly. I know for a fact when I went, I looked down and some kid was staring at my feet.
Maybe like
in your room?
I swear to God, there was I swore to God, I seen some freaky ass shit in there.
Yeah. Were you in the basement? Mm-hmm. See, I wasn't in the basement because I'm cooler than you. I was up top. But yeah, an old children's tuberculosis hospital. The incinerators are still in the basement. Mm-hmm.
I think I knew that.
The morgue and stuff, it's still there.
Yeah, I just had it fucked me up being there because that's when I was married, and I swore I never slept. I was just calling. I was seriously calling him all the time. We were on the phone all the time because I was I'm this place fucked me up.
It
right
is
now.
creepy as fuck.
Yeah, and I didn't have a roommate. They put me all by myself.
Oh, I had a. We're gonna cut that out because I want to tell this story. We're getting a hand job.
Oh, how he paid for it?
We're gonna bleep out his name.
Okay, but yeah,
so
how he
only
paid for
he'll
it.
know because me and him, we were the only two there. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know you went with him.
Yeah, we were in the same room, and we were just laying in our beds. He's above me, and he's just on his laptop. I was just kind of on my phone. Pretty boring night, right? And he's like, "I want a hand job."
I
I'm
can see him saying that.
"Don't look at me, Chief. I'm not gonna do it." And he's like, "All right." And we just kind of go back to what we're doing. And then he goes a few minutes later. He's like, "I'm gonna go get a hand job," and he left. I was like, "All right, cool." He came back 3 hours later. I was asleep, busted in the room. He goes, "McConnell." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I got a hand job." He found a happy ending massage place and went and got his dick beat.
I love it. I love that for him. I
It
love
was
that.
the most uncomfortable I've ever been.
I can imagine your roommate sitting up I want a hand job.
He said
I don't know how I'd react
for
to that.
3 hours. The only 9 words I heard from him were, "I want a hand job, I'm going to get a hand job, and I got a hand job." That was all the communication we had.
I love that for him.
What a G.
Literally.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not something I'm sure that he wants out there, though.
That's why I'm saying, I love that for him. I'm really not thinking he wants that out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
God.
Big
Yeah,
oof.
there was a lot of weird shit when we were at the academy. The hot water would work occasionally. I think it was a ghost. Just fucking with us. Because if I were a ghost and there was a constant rotating fucking group of people just in and out, in and out, in and out, I'd be doing just petty stuff to piss them off. Why would you
10-4.
full-blown haunt somebody when you could just make them take a cold shower in the morning? Turn off their heat. I'd be a sick ghost, dude.
Or you just stand at the foot of their bed.
Or
and
you look at their feet.
I swore, I was like, I'm over here, I can't go to anyone else. What am I going to do? Tell this other kid I see over here, yo, do you see that kid right down there? No. What the hell am I going to turn to?
Have you?
I'm over here, I got, my hoodie on, everything. I'm just I can't see anything. Nothing's here. You're good, Emily.
There's been times where I'm convinced I've heard full-blown sentences from somebody when, I just know there's nobody else around.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight up a clear as fuck sentence. But they claim that could be, a scientific phenomenon, but I don't know if I believe it. They're because the fucking atmosphere is full of, radio waves.
Yeah.
And then, sometimes it might just, pop through. I don't know if I believe that, but...
You want to hear something weird? So my old house that I used to live in, it used to be a church.
Oh.
And that was a bar.
Oh.
And then it was a house.
Weird combo.
Very, very fucked up combo.
Yeah.
And there was this one time we were laying in bed and my son wasn't old enough to talk yet.
Mm-hmm.
Clear of day, hear the word daddy.
Mm.
And I'm over here maybe that was, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it was TV. He's like, Emily, the TV's off. I was like, I'm gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got like a child's voice.
Yeah. And it was like a girl's voice and it said daddy.
Why
And it
why are child ghosts so much creepier than adult ghosts in movies and shit?
Because so here's the thing that fucks me up, because children are more likely to be like, I don't want to say like taken over, but like the thought of a child ghost is more, I feel like that's just, I don't know.
It just seems
Sad.
creepier. Like if you
Mhm,
watch
it
the
is
if you
creepier.
watch The Shining, like them twins, dog, scary as fuck. But you watch The Conjuring and it's an adult ghost and you're like, meh,
Oh yeah.
not that scary.
Yeah.
It's weird. Are kids creepy? I think kids can
The
be
Grudge.
creepy.
The Grudge scared me as a kid.
Pretty much every horror movie I've ever watched scared me.
The Ring.
I'm not afraid to admit that.
The Ring?
The Ring fucked me up for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw The Ring.
I think I watched all this shit way too young.
Mm-hmm.
Sean
Way
Shun-
too young.
Remember Sean Shun Turn?
Wrong turn. Mm-hmm.
That
I think seeing that.
He watched that at like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah, seeing that stuff way too young cannot be good for you.
that-
It cannot be good for you.
I couldn't stop thinking about that. I had nightmares for about a year straight.
You want to know what's
God damn.
You want to know what's wild? My parents, when I was little, wouldn't let me watch that, but I watched an R-rated war movie where it's just like dudes getting their legs blown off and shit, just like blood and gore. When I was 6, 7, they were like, "But it's the military; it's fine." What did you watch when you were a child? Did you not watch TV back then either?
So I never liked cartoons,
I never really liked cartoons either.
but I liked a lot of like, you know, like Drake and Josh and like that sort of, like that's what I liked. I watched a lot of is it just called George Lopez? Yeah. That TV show? Yeah, I watched Full House. George Lopez. Is that what it's
Full
called?
House.
Full House. Oh, Saved by the Bell, of course.
Kelly Kapowski.
Ow, ow!
Yeah.
What else? Just shit like that. All that shit's like what I mainly watched.
Yeah.
I didn't do cartoons. Like I didn't really like SpongeBob or like, what the hell? Was that one with the dog? That was kind of creepy.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Never watched. Like that freaked me out.
I watched that recently, and I'm like, whoever made this was tripping, dog. They were on ayahuasca. Fucking that
You
shit's
watched
weird.
the Goosebumps as a kid.
Those I did not watch as a child, but they are strange. So when did you stop watching TV shows and movies and stuff? When were you just like, this don't fucking do it for me?
So when I was pregnant, I was working 3 jobs and going to school full time. So I didn't really watch much TV then. Afterwards, like after I had him, I was just working at like the jail and like stripping on the side, of course, and going to school full time and, you know, being a single mom. I watched like a few movies because I suckered some guy into some sort of like movie thing he had, and like I would just charge his card movies or something. So I don't blame anyone for never reminding me. Yeah. Anyways, so I watched maybe a movie, and then when I was like married, it took us like a year and a half to watch like half of a series because like we were always so busy and then like fall asleep. And now like I know
So it's
I'm
just
never
like
home.
you kind of went without it for so long that you're just like, I don't even really need to.
Yeah, and like I'm so home, but I'm so like I'm never like home. And then like when I am home, I'm always working.
Yeah.
But like I don't watch. I'll have back like, you know, he'll watch TV. But like I listen to a lot of music, so I always have music playing, and like I always share like what I'm listening to on like Spotify, on like Snapchat. So like that's the thing. Like music is like, because I just need background noise. I can't sit still. I cannot sit still.
I can listen to music occasionally, but like there comes a point where I'm like, I'm kind of sick of listening to the same songs that I have in my liked songs over and over. That's when I jump to podcasts. I listen to almost nothing but podcasts.
Yeah.
Or watch them.
I know, like, so like my podcast, I always listen to like the Mindset Mentor because I'm huge on mindset, or I'll listen to like a book like The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. So it's like
I just bought that.
it's good. I think it'll be good for you.
I'm gonna read it.
Oh no,
Not gonna do
I gotta
audiobooks.
listen to it.
Audiobooks are boring.
I can't read. Obviously, I can't read, and like I don't have the time to read. But like I have to do 5 things at once. Like if I'm at the store, it's kind of comical because I'll be like doing like business on one computer, school on another computer, writing my blog all at once. And like I'm listening to music, and then it's funny because like I'm like talking to my phone and like I'm typing at the same time, and like, oh gosh, I feel bad
drive
for
me insane.
Huh?
I would kill myself.
No, I have to
That's
do that
just
though.
too much for me.
No, I have to do that because like my ADHD is so bad. If I'm not, and I'm my most productive if I'm doing a bunch of shit like that.
I'm
Like-
just such a mellow person that's just too much.
No. Do you know
Do
when
it
people look
once.
at me and go, "Bro, you're wild"? I was like, I don't know what to say.
Is that
like,
what you do? You just make a noise at them?
Duh.
That is the most fucking. That's the harshest shit you can do to somebody. They just say something dumb, you just go, duh. And walk away. That would destroy somebody.
Oh, I'm doing that next time someone compliments me. I'm gonna be like, duh,
Such a savage insult from the 2000s that we lost.
duh. Anthony 10-8, she's back.
Ew. Gross.
No.
10-8. That was good. But
That was bad. That was so good. Oh my goodness. Sorry, we had to take a 10-7 because I needed water. Then Edwards threw me a water, but joke's on him. It was actually vodka infused, and I was like, "Yo, that's vodka," and he's like, "It's a bottle of water." I go, "Yo, sometimes you just gotta put vodka in a water bottle."
yeah, when she says water, she meant a body armor. And if she meant vodka, throw her the Aquafina bottle. You know?
And on that note, thank you for listening to Unhinged with Ian and Emily.
Ew.
That was gross. That was I tasted that.
I'm sure.
Just ate that.
Gross.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, and we will be on Amazon and Apple Music's here soon.
Yeah. Eventually.
Eventually.
Getting there.
We are Googling how to do that.
Yep.
So,